What is good with it, YouTube? Fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real talk boxing. It is a privilege, an honor, and a major blessing to be back with you, beautiful people, yet again. Excuse the frog in my throat. I hadn't too long been up. It is the day after the exciting Beterbiev versus Smith fight. I did my post-fight reaction on that, but I can't go on without talking about the undercard. The fight before the co-main event was against Mbilli versus Chavez, I believe. Back and forth action. I believe the fight should have been a draw, but they gave it to Mbilli. Of course, he's the champion, so, you know, in order to beat the champion, you got to really beat the champion. So I understand. But that's not the fight I want to talk about on the undercard. There was tons of fights on the undercard. But these two stand out. That one I just mentioned, and this one right here. Christian Mbilli versus Rohan Murdock. Oh, my Lord in heaven. When I tell you that was a fun fight, a fan-friendly fight, when I tell you that is a fight between two fighters who didn't fear each other and who was willing to lay it all out on the line, I had never heard of any one of these fighters before this fight. Never heard of Christian Mbilli, and I've never heard of Rohan Murdock, but I know who they are now. If you hadn't watched this fight, go watch it. Don't watch the highlights. Don't bother with the highlights. Watch the whole fight in its entirety, because the whole fight is a highlight. Back and forth action from the first bell to the end. I was impressed with both fighters. You understand me? And when I was doing my live stream, I was losing my mind, because this is the type of action I want to see in a fight. Now, we're going to talk about the victor, the winner, Christian Mbilli, 168 pounds. He's making a name for himself. Never heard of him. I believe he's ranked like number 7, number 6. I'm not sure. But anyway, the fact that I didn't know who he is shameful. I admit it. I'm ashamed of not knowing who this guy is. But his style in the ring, listen, there's holes in his game. Trust me. He gets hit a lot. But he reminds me of a Mike Tyson. The angles he takes, the shoulder move, and then the pivot on the outside. The body attack. I preach all the time and fuss and gripe all the time about professional fighters not going to the body, neglecting the body. I need to make a shirt that says, do not neglect the body. Neither fighter in this fight did that. Not even Murdock. When I tell you Mbilli ripped to the body, he was putting on a surgical he was doing surgery in the ring. You understand? Mike Tyson type style, man. In close, ripping uppercuts to the body, ripping hooks to the body, and then going up to the head, hook, and then uppercut. I mean, the dude was doing spectacular. But I tell you one thing, Murdock did not come to lay down. Murdock was fighting every second of that fight. He didn't come to lay down, and he showed true grit as well. Now, Murdock looked like he outweighed Mbilli by about 15, 20 pounds, and he had the reach and height advantage. And that was the reason why he didn't get knocked out. I was throughout the whole course of the fight, I'm like, how was this dude standing? And the pace that they fought, both of them had a gas tank. Every single time I said, Mbilli looks tired, he would come back with a flurry. He would come back with all kinds of energy. He would always come back with a second win. Close range, phone booth type fighting is what I like. Now, with all that being said, the pivots, the movement, the hard hooks and uppercuts on the inside, the way that Mbilli cut off the ring, it was spectacular. But he has to work on that defense. His head is right on center line, especially when he jabs. The first round of that fight, I was complaining a lot about Mbilli's head being right on center line when he jabs, because he is so susceptible to throwing that jab in his head on center line and getting countered. And Murdock was doing that. Murdock was doing really, really good, especially the earlier portion of the fight. And even down the stretch, he was doing good. But he started to get broken down. He started to look a little weary, and that was because of the body attack of Mbilli. It was a masterful performance, I think, from both ends, man. And Mbilli is somebody that y'all need to be really looking out for. And I would love to see him against David Morrell. Now, I know David Morrell wants to fight with David Benavidez. And, I was going back and forth with one of the viewers last night. We wasn't arguing anything. We was just, speaking our opinion about David Benavidez. He calls him David Benaduquez. He's ducking Morrell. But I was like, who has Morrell fought? And he has 10 fights. So, I don't understand. David Morrell is a spectacular fighter. Don't get me wrong. And he's up and coming. But I would like to see him in there against Mbilli. How he would do against that type of pressure. I feel like Morrell would have the edge in that fight. But, man, y'all better watch out for Christian Mbilli. This dude is no joke. He needs to tighten up on his defense and get his head off that center line. But as far as the close range, phone booth type style fighting, if you fight his fight, if you get lured into a fight like that against Mbilli, you may not fare well. Y'all, please go check him out, man. I'm telling you, my reaction to this fight, the whole time I was commentating this fight, bro, I was on the edge of my seat. I couldn't stand still. I couldn't stop throwing punches. I couldn't stop yelling at the TV. It was amazing, man. Please, I'm telling y'all, do yourself a favor. Go check out that whole fight. Christian Mbilli versus Rohan Murdock. And then tell me what you think. Comment down below. Please, as always, respect all, fear none. God bless. Till the next time, Real Talk Boxing. I'm up. I'm out of here. Bye, y'all.